did not want to make this video. I don't want to open up that can of worms again. Hey guys, welcome back. I've been putting off this video for at least the whole weekend. This has been such a polarizing subject among Star Wars fans that I didn't want to step in that mud puddle again. In my daily search for trending Star Wars topics, the most popular one, since it was the 1-year anniversary of the release of The Last Jedi on the 14th of this month, people have been revisiting it, saying, oh, is it still as bad as we think it is? Looking at it again a year on. Today we're going to be revisiting The Last Jedi 1 year after it came out. I still remember how I felt the first time I saw The Last Jedi in the theater. It was devastating, quite frankly. And one of the reasons why is because I thought, oh no, this is the end of the Skywalker line. Carrie Fisher's gone, how can she be in Episode 9? Now, Luke is gone, what does he have to do in Episode 9 except be a ghost? Finally, I did end up watching the movie again. I've seen it, I think it's 3 or 4 times in the last year. Not a whole lot, but a couple more times. And I have to say, every time I watch it, I appreciate the positives even more. So 1 year on, I'm going to go through 6 different elements of The Last Jedi, from the best to the worst, and talk about them a little bit individually. At the top of the stack is definitely cinematography. I really do think, I mean, if it wasn't for the script in certain places, I really do think Rian Johnson and his cinematographers were going for the Oscar. Since it was so well received critically, I really think that's what they were shooting for. As far as cinematography goes, it's mind-blowing. Some of the shots in there are absolutely beautiful. It's some of the best cinematography in Star Wars. The battle shots, the establishing shots, it's a beautiful movie to watch. Coming in next, after cinematography, is acting. No, it wasn't perfect. There are definitely more problems with the acting. As far as quality goes, it's probably about equal with Force Awakens. And Force Awakens and Rogue One are like they're almost equal, and honestly, depending on which one I'm in the mood for watching, I think, oh, this one's got better acting, no, this one's got better acting. I can't decide between Last Jedi, Force Awakens, and Rogue One which one's got the best acting. Next are the music and the action. The music, of course, is John Williams, but again, he's getting up there in years, and he can't be expected to do the incredible, mind-blowing full scores that he's done for episodes 1 through 6. But the music for this is still really good. I've listened to this soundtrack at least 50 times since I got it. Certain tracks I absolutely love, like Fun with Rose and Finn, and especially The Spark, which is Luke's first reuniting with Leia, and then his entrance on Crate, which are my 2 favorite moments in the whole movie. The action, it's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. It's definitely, it's sort of a frantic pace. It's exciting. It puts you right in there, and also looks at it from sort of a godlike angle from above. It's really neat. I really like the action. Next in line is the story. It wasn't the best, but it definitely wasn't the worst. When people criticize this and compare it to the prequels actually had one up on Last Jedi in that the story was better than this is. And I hate saying it, even though I'm a staunch defender of the prequels. The strongest points in the prequels were the story and the music, and that's something they have an advantage over The Last Jedi. Then again, The Last Jedi's got way better acting and cinematography, so it's a toss-up, you know? Now, the worst part of The Last Jedi was definitely the scripts. Like I said, the jokes aren't nearly as funny the 2nd, 3rd, 4th time around. Some of them do make me cringe. Poe still, I think, has the best lines, but there's too many who, what, where, when, why going on. There's too many questions and repetitive lines. It's, I don't know. What are you gonna do? There's no such thing as a perfect film, despite what some people may think. Even my absolute favorite Star Wars film, The Empire Strikes Back, it had an amazing script, but the acting wasn't quite up to snuff. So, like I said, every single Star Wars movie out there has got its good points and its bad points. And as far as The Last Jedi goes, I made a list of my ranking of it recently, but I cannot remember where it is. Behind Rogue One, but ahead of episodes 1, 2, and 3, and miles ahead of Solo. That was actually something that had the side effect of me enjoying The Last Jedi more, was seeing Solo. Solo, it just didn't do anything for me. As far as my disappointment about Luke, knowing that he's coming back in Episode 9, even if it's just a Force ghost, that it makes my heart feel better, and finding out that they're not doing a recast, they're not killing her off, and they're not doing a CGI Leia, they're actually using previously shot footage of Carrie Fisher doing Leia in Episode 9. So, yes, that's what I needed to hear. There's going to be Skywalkers, not just Kylo. So that's my take on The Last Jedi 1 year later. Has my opinion changed? A little bit on both points. Some of the bad things seem a little bit worse, but some of the good things seem even better. So it balances itself out. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more G-rated, positive Star Wars content, go ahead and click that little subscription button down below. Question of the day. Oh, I know I'm asking for it. I'm asking for it. Has your opinion about The Last Jedi changed at all, whether toward the positive or toward the negative, in the last year? Now, before you post anything, please, 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 I have a policy, as you know, of not allowing any profanity, any abusive language, whether directed toward me, other fans, or the filmmakers, guys. You need to be nice. They're only human. Everybody makes mistakes, okay? We're clear on that? If you want to keep it short and say, no, my opinion hasn't changed on it, it still sucks, or it's still the worst movie in history, or something along those lines, short and bittersweet, I guess you could say, go for it. You are more than welcome to your opinion. I guess what I'm trying to say is be nice to each other, and if you choose not to, just to be a turd, well, there's this neat little function called block. I'll see everybody later today with another reaction video to maybe cheer everybody up. And until next time, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off. Bye, guys.
Besides, nobody likes a clumsy Jedi.
Clumsy?